G'day Space Cadets, VanHam here, back with another video, something a little bit different from Space Engineers today, and it's another game that I'm very passionate about and I love, and that's Star Citizen. Why am I showing you this today? Well, it's going to be a short video just to show you and give you a rundown on one of my favourite ships that's just entering the game, and that's the Hercules Starlifter, the C2 variant. So what we're going to do is I'm going to board this train that's about to arrive behind me. I'll see you on the other side of this break, and we'll get the train to the spaceport and get the ship.
Stand clear of disembarking passengers.
Cool. Alright, we're here at New Babbage Interstellar Spaceport. We've just caught the train back here. And what we're going to do, we're going to go down and load up the C2 Hercules. Will request that. Hopefully it's still there. Hopefully it's there. I haven't seen it yet. This is the first time, so this is the first time I'm seeing it, and I'm seeing it with you guys. So it's quite a special occasion because I bought this ship as soon as it became available. I've been following it a little bit and bought it as soon as it was available. I also own a Crusader Mercury Star Runner. The Crusader is probably one of my favourite manufacturers in the game, and they do a really nice job. I think their ships look good. I think their function is what I'm after in the game, and what I'm looking to do is probably do a bit of cargo delivery / smuggling. So this is what the I apologize if it's a little bit janky, a little bit buggy, a little bit laggy here and there. This is the PTU, which is the Persistent Testing Universe. So here's my Star Runners here, but here it is, Crusader C2 Hercules Starlifter. Okay, so let's retrieve this now and have a look at the ship itself. So what we'll do, we'll get in it and we'll actually fly it to a spot on the planet where it's nice and sunny. Hangar 08. Here we go. Yeah, so what I was saying was, I apologise for the game being a bit janky, a bit buggy at the moment. It is not properly optimized yet. This is the Persistent Testing Universe. And here she is. She is huge. So let me give you a rundown here. So this is the C2 Hercules Starlifter is the civilian equivalent of the M2 and the A2. Now the M2 is a military version of this ship, and it's utilized for transport of troops, vehicles, so like Nova tanks, all that sort of stuff. Let's have a look around it before we get into it. There's a couple of access points in the ship. That's one there, the back door. Wow, she is beautiful. I love it. So this ship is designed purely big. It can drop down to a planet quickly and effectively. See when it turns when it's landing. turns its wings with the engines here, and the jets just pump down, so you get quick takeoff and quick landing, for troop drop off and for transport drop off. So good for hot zones, all that sort of stuff. Now with the C2, you're probably thinking, why wouldn't you get the M2? Because it's the military version. Well, basically, you don't sacrifice that much. You get more cargo space with the C2. So the C2 is basically designed for civilian cargo carrying, transport carrying, all that sort of stuff. It sacrifices a little bit probably in shielding. You don't lose that much in weaponry compared to the M2. But the difference between the A2, which is the other top military one, the A2 is a bomber and gunship predominantly, compared to the C2 and the M2. So that's the differences there in those. So there's a bit of a walk around. I'll show you the access points. Look at that. Look at this turret under here and everything. And just a heads up as well, this C2 class ship is a 1 to 2 person manned ship. So you're a single player and you're looking for a big cargo running sort of transport vessel, this is probably ideal, something to look at. You don't have to buy this ship now. You will be able to earn it and work for it in game. So don't ever think you have to buy them now. So let's have a bit of a think about the specifications here. It is a 94 meter length ship, so from nose to tail, 94 meters long. Its beam, which is its cross section, so horizontally wing to wing, is about 70 meters long, and its height a whopping 23 meters high. So you've got an access point here, which is a lift, all for the elevator, and another access point at the front here. Let's get in and take off anyway. Let's get in, take off, and let's get in through the lift. We'll take off, we'll move somewhere else, and we'll have a proper look inside. Alright, so... Oh, yep, nice one. Now before I do that, let's go straight to the top deck, please. I feel like that's where the actual cockpit is. Look, look at that cargo bay in there. Here we are up here. We're not going to look at this too much now. We'll wait till we'll do a bit of a ship tour once we get to a place where we can have a look at it properly. Beautiful ship, look at this. I love these doors. Now, the other reason I love Crusader Industries, and especially the Star Runner, the Mercury Star Runner, which I haven't shown that ship. I mean, this is the first time I've shown anything to do with Star Citizen, but I might do a rundown on the...
Crusader Industries, a journey worth taking.
Oh, that new ship's on. Look at the size of this, ladies and gents. What a beautiful looking ship. We'll have a proper look when we get out. Top's going to open. Gonna go back in. Fine. So just on notice, there's not a lot of like... You can see quite far around, but you can't see above. Something that the Star Runner, you can see quite a fair way around you. She's saying collision warning, but we're pretty right, I think. We're looking good. Bit janky. There we go. All good. We are out. So this is what Star Citizen's like. If you're the first time you're seeing this, it's quite impressive. The planets are big. The cities are beautiful. Have a look. We'll have a quick brief look at the cities. So this is New Babbage. This is Microtech. So here she is, the Hercules C2 Starlifter. All her glory. And you can see there those engines that are pumping, those thrusters. They're downwards at the moment in a sort of VTOL position for that drop landing and that quick takeoff. So she's feels quite responsive, I will tell you that. Like she lifts Yeah, she lifts nice and quick. I'd be interested to see how she goes with the full load in. Okay, let's bring up the landing gear and just check that animation, see what it looks like. Get a good view of it, the feet and the wings. Here we go, landing up. I figured out what the VTOL button is. The VTOL button is K. That's how you would switch it, ready for flight mode out. But we're going to stay in VTOL mode at the moment because what we're going to do is we're going to fly over the hills here. So we might switch out of VTOL mode, see how she goes speed-wise. Crank up the speed. Have a look at her fly here. Oh, look at that. What a pretty sight that is. This is I just friggin' love the look of this ship. I'm almost out of words. I just love it. I just love it. Okay, so it has a combat speed of 135 meters a second. Let's make sure we're not going to go over this hill. Go find a landing spot away from the city, just so it's probably a little less janky as well. Just go down with that, and we can hit C for cruise control, if you're ever wondering. So it's now in cruise control, so we can just fly along like this for a bit. I can show you the ship. Mountains. So this is what she looks like. Beautiful. Look at that. Turrets up the top there. So it's got top turrets up there. And those bottom turrets underneath there for people that are chasing you or trying to fire you. Now your co-pilot can utilize those turrets. Well, we can have a look at that. I don't know if it has a remote turret access on it. Got guns up the top there, has it? Let's see. I think it's got guns. Yep, forward-facing guns, rockets, and that sort of. So, while we're doing this, let's have a little look at what it actually comes with. It has one size 2 radar, one size 2 computer. Now, all these components are interchangeable, so you probably could put better versions of it. I'm not sure if you can put military versions on it. It's something I'm going to drag. It's got one size 3 power plant and 2 size 3 coolers to go with it, which is quite good actually, those coolers, so that's going to be cool. Got 2 size 3 shield generators. Now, if you want to check the specs compared to the M2 and the A2, I'm not going to throw all that in here now. I'm just going to give you what the C2 is for the moment. So that's its avionics systems in a basic nutshell. Its propulsion and thrusters, it uses 2 size 1 fuel intakes. It has 2 size 1 fuel tanks. I don't know if you can upgrade them to a larger size. 2 size 1s, I don't know what the size, how big a size 1 is. That to me doesn't seem like a lot of fuel. It has one size 3 quantum drive though. Okay, so the quantum drive actually is a bit better. So this is just for its getting around town fuel is what those size 1s are for, in a matter of speaking. So its jump drive, it has one size 2 jump drive, and its quantum fuel tanks, it has 2 size 2s. So that's probably a little bit better than just the size 1 tanks that I was thinking about. For the thrusters, it's got 4 size 1 thrusters, main thrusters, and another 4 main size 1 thrusters for auxiliary, I think. It's VTOL, it's got 4 size 1 VTOL thrusters, and that'd just be the ones that you see when we turn down. We saw about 4 there anyway. It's got 2 size 1 retro thrusters. I just can't stop looking at it. Yeah, 2 size 1 retro thrusters from they're like your maneuvering ones. 14 size 1 maneuvering thrusters as well. So 14 size 1 maneuvering thrusters and retro thrusters more maneuvering. That's quite a lot. So you can see why it's quite agile. It's able to move around for such a big ship so easily. Let's look at its weaponries. So it's got two size 5, very size 5 gimbal mounts. The two size 4 Revenant Gatling guns. Beautiful. I think they're those ones up the top there on the front. You can see them push through. It's got two size 5 remote turrets. So those turrets are remote. So that's quite good. That's quite handy for in the cockpit. And 4 size 4 M6A cannons. So she's pretty hefty on the guns there. Got 3 size 1 noise launchers and 3 size 1 decoy launchers. So I don't know if it does have missile launchers on it. It doesn't look like it to me. Don't know if that's a thing you can put in later. I'd have to check if the M2 comes with them. But in my line of work, what I'm looking at doing, I'm probably going to keep a fighter jet inside this. So if need be, the co-pilot or whoever else we've got on board will be able to fly out of the bay we're in space with our fighter jet and engage in any combat that might be going on. Help us. But with those big cannons on it, you're probably going to be alright, to be honest. Alright, so that's a bit of a rundown of the specs of the ship in case you're wondering.
Landing complete. Launch complete. Complete. Launch complete. Landing complete.
Alright. So let's just take a look at this for a sec. I've just noticed something that I didn't like too much, but if it's a bit of a downhill slope, don't aim the ship downhill to land, because it did tend to lean and roll towards the front of the nose. So you really have to, if you're on a hill or something, you really have to spin the ship and land the front landing gear. You can see it there, because it's only got a single landing gear under that belly just there. Let's just actually turn the ship off for a sec, because I can't see what's going on. Just go engines off.
Engines off.
Go back to that view. Okay, so now you can see that that middle landing gear under the middle belly there. Now, because there's quite a bit of length of the ship hanging over the front, you can tell that any sort of downhill slope to an angle, you are going to roll that way. So just a tip there, if you're going to land down a hill, maybe just spin the ship and land it that way, just to be safe. That's just something I've picked up, something that's a bit buggy, not buggy, but something that Bit of a pain, but it's one of those things that you accept for a ship if you love it, to be honest. So there she is, we've landed. Oh, just love it. I friggin' love it. It's just, yeah. I've been waiting so long to have a go at this, and I can't wait to load it up with some stuff. And what I'll do next time, if I do another video, I might, because I have a couple of ground vehicles, we can just get them out and we'll go somewhere and get them out and load them in and show you what that's like. That'll be a bit of fun. Alright, let's take a look around the ship now. Alright, so let's have a look around this bad boy. So two seats here for flying, basically. So co-pilot and pilot. So, can you do, let's have a look, let's have a sit in the co-pilot seat. Into the cockpit. What comes up here, what controls come up? So it purely is, let's, oh, this is the remote turret, right. So, we can access remote turret here. This is the one on the rear, right. So that's that one. That's the rear one. Let's access remote turret. And this is the underneath rear one. So you're upside down, it's quite funny. Okay, so that's those ones. That's the remote turret. What else can we access around here? We do have all the flick switches, switch, flick. We can access panels there, and we've got an access panel here, so we'd be able to help out with shields, weapons, and all that sort of stuff by access panels. We can help out with other stuff. So that's what you can do. Basically, you can access these panels as well. Is the power on? Yeah, there we go. Oh, okay, so we've got all the power, heat, comms, everything here as well, so you can help access. Yeah, so that's fair enough. You can help access everything. Alright, let's get out of that chair. So that's why it's 1 to 2 man operated ship, even though the size of it's quite large. Right, you can lock these doors, by the way, so you can lock them and stuff, but they're on auto at the moment. What we got here? What are these little things? What are these things? Can you get in them? I'm too big. Nope, can't get in this. What are these? Are these like drop pods, or are these just weaponry slots? I don't even know. Okay, so I can be in this one. Interesting, isn't it? We got here. This looks like a weapons locker. Okay, yep. This would be a weapons locker right here on both sides, so that's interesting to know as well. So it is set up for, if you had to utilize this in military aspect, I'm pretty sure you could, especially for factions that look more like pirating and that sort of stuff. Quite useful. So all along here is we've got storage compartments, and we actually have component compartments as well. See, no step, okay. You can see here that another storage unit here. They always tell you what's on them. Access, I'm sure that'll be personal. Oh wow! Okay, so we can put personal storage in now. Lovely to know. So that's really good to know. Okay. But that's really good to know. So you've got personal storage all the way along here for yourself and your counterparts and other people. So that's really cool to know. What else have we got along here? Step up over. Yeah, there's just a bridge to get way across. Yeah, let's look in the recreation center first. A bit of a library thing there. So this is where you come to chill out, hang out. Big screen TV, love it. Fridge, stocked full of the... I don't know why you need a watermelon. Maybe you could throw a watermelon at the enemy. Kitchen, so this is quite good. It's got a kitchen. But it is... Looks like you could have a few people on board this ship to cater to. Let's have a look. Sit here, yes we can. Can you sit in that corner one? So when your mate says, move over. Ah, lovely. Look at that. Sit in there and have a game of cards with your mates. Okay. Let's get out of there. Get me out. Alright, let's get through here. So that's the recreation area. Right. I would like... I feel like it's quite yellow in there, like the lighting's quite yellow. What have we got down here? Get to the cargo bay, don't worry. We'll open up all the doors. Wow, Juno Star Work. So, what is this? We see this, I don't know, some kind of component here. Got anything on there? We don't have anything. I don't know if that's like a cooler or what it would be. Someone else would probably know. Oh, that's cool. Isn't that cool? All these in-game, all this in-game stuff. Say on the door here. Oh, cooler system 02. What does this one say on the door? So is this the cooler systems on this side? Okay, so that's the first power plant. That's the cooler to go with it. So that'll be the starboard side cooler plant and power plant. And over here we have the port side. Access. Got no access to that. That looks like some kind of reactor. And here's a third cooler system. So where's the first and the second? There's the jump drive. Oh, you can actually get down into here and access this area, so that's quite cool. Let's have a look at the jump drive, shall we? Oh, that's nuts. So when you're playing this game and you're out and you're getting combat, or just when you're flying about, you've racked up a few miles. What happens is you're going to have to repair components. You might have to replace components here and there. And that's what happens. You and your crewmates will have to just do those maintenance things. That's why these are accessible. That's why you can change them out, buy new parts. And it's just like if you had to actually run it in real life. Not we have space travel like this in real life, but you get what I mean. It adds to the game that authenticity and that realism, you know, that display of realism. So it looks like you've got two bridge jumps here across the undercarriage section there, so you can access both sides. We didn't look in here before. This is what we can't access this one here. Contamination risk. So we've got power plant 1, cooler system 2. Right, they're just numbered 1, 2, 3, 4 like that anyway. Cooler system 3. And I'm sure this was a jump drive. 6. Okay, I was wrong. So maybe, oh, that's 4 there. That contamination's right. And so what's 5? Maybe this is 5. Got a 5. That's 5. Okay, so that one there's 5. Odd that it's on this side of the ship. Anyway, moving right along. Get up in there. Oh, I'm entering the light. I'll probably die if I go in there. I don't want to do that. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. My crouch thing. Right, good to know that you can get up in there though if you need to repair something. Alright, let's look in the habitation area, the sleeping area. What have we got here straight up as you walk in? These couple of closets. Couple of closets to hang your clothes, that sort of stuff for each, obviously each person, so you get a locker each. Maybe you get check your emails, all that sort of stuff, monitors, everything. You can check your stuff. Look at these little plushies here. Oh, that's cool. It looks like that tank, the Mass Effect. What was that called? The Nomad? No, was it the Nomad? I forget. Anyway, here's the sleeping quarters. Now I know on the C2 variants you have 3 bunks because I think you can have up to 3 crew on that, and I'm not sure how many bunks on the A2. But on the C2, that there opens up to be another bunk. Now, whether or not later on down the track these become access points, you can probably fit them out. You could buy upgrades and put extra beds in them, so you can have extra crew, or you could turn them into locker space even. That might be a thing down the track. Here in the middle we've got a water closet, so let's check that out. A water closet being shower and toilet. Fun. Look at that, you can do your poops and shoots in that one. And over here you get your own water closets. That's pretty cool. I don't want to have to be showering in old mate's stink, and old mate doesn't want to be showering in my stink. There you go. So you get a desk each as well, so that's pretty cool. But that's the habitation area. More lockers. Okay, so you could have up to 4 crew in here, I think. I think later on down the track you're going to be able to upgrade. Let's move on. But that's the upper deck, basically. All these container points are all the way along here. Access panel, that's a storage unit. All these are like little components. What is this? Access level 3. You need level 3 access. Get in there. But all these are going to be components, special components that you use. You can see like engine cooling systems up here and all that sort of jazz. So stuff that you're going to need to do to help fix the ship, repair the ship, all that sort of stuff. Cool to know. More storage, more storage. So plenty of storage, especially if you got some troops. You're doing a bit of a you could get a or join up with a crew even and say, look, I've got a C2. Let's do this job. We need some extra help. We want to do an infiltration on this job, bit of a merc job, and you can drop some troops in, and they can store all their personal stuff in here. Kind of cool stuff if you think about it. So that's a recreation. That's the lift we came up in before. There is a ladder bay here as well. Look at that, it's sealed off. Let's go down the ladder bay. I like how that seals off behind you. That's really cool. We'll go down the ladder bay just to check that out. Oh, no, we don't want to go up. Thanks. But you can see up there, without having to go up, you can see that hatch that automatically opens and shuts. Just a bit of airtight integrity, I think. What have we got down here? Anything here? This panel. Oh, these are the doors. Okay, that's lock. Let's open them. Holy friggin' cool, man. The good thing about this. What is he? So the good, thank you for that. That was quite loud. The good thing about that is it's whoop, yep, you're right, champ. Sort yourself out. You can extend these and open them out before you land. That's the good thing. And then you could land with them. They go right to the ground, so that's pretty good. So if you need to drive back in when you're coming back in, and you need a quick getaway, so that's perfect because it goes right, extends right to the ground. So that's good. Let's open up. You know, we'll open the front doors from the front underneath just to show you. But that's what that looks like there. Pretty good. You can see here, it actually shows you the access points. Which is quite good. So there's the ramp access point there for this rear one. We showed you the lift. Look at those big turrets back. Bang, bang. We showed you the lift entrance because we went in that when we got on. Here's the front exit. Yeah. Don't want to access that? We not access that from here? Maybe I'm under it. Maybe I have to zoom in. Whoa. Well, that's kind of not good. Why can't I open that? We might have to look into why that can't happen. Minus 52 degrees here. Jeez, it's chilly willy out here. I lived in Canada for a year, and holy moly, one day it got to minus 60 degrees there. So I know what that feels like. That is intensely cold. I looked like... yeah, look. Made it back inside. So I looked like an absolute marshmallow walking down the street. Wow, so you can actually walk right up here. Oh, but you probably don't want to because that happens. You lose a bit of rendering. Alright, let's open this up. So what have we got here? What are these? We're out, please. We're out now, please. actually, if you're ever wondering why you can't see something, then just go player and wipe helmet visor. Here we go. Let's have a look at these buttons. So that's lights. Or you can dim them, you can turn them off, have them bright. Right, so that's the lights. I'll open that up. Oh, look at how that opens. Oh, shut your face. They open like a big, like it's like being in the whale's mouth. That's cool. So they peel open those doors. Stop it. I'm a bit miffed as to why we can't access that. Let's see if we can access it now. No, 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 no. I'll have to look into that. I swear I've seen people being able to open it from there, from the outside. Can we, let's get inside. Is it because I was just crouched? Is that why? Nope. That's not because I was crouched. Get inside before we freeze to death. I didn't put my thermals on. Okay, let's wipe visor again. Yep. Well, that's kind of been the C2. You just gotta love the design. I even if you don't, everyone's different, honest, but obviously they take a leap out of the actual Hercules that are in the defense forces that get around. Understandable. It's a great ship, and great that they've adapted it to a civilian style for people that don't really do that military style. So it's got the good weaponry, still got good shielding, engines. Its vertical lift, A+. Like its mobility for such a big ship is out of the book. And when we finish here, we're going to jump up into space. You know what? Let's jump in the seat and have a look at around. Have a look around. How do we call this elevator? Call the elevator, please. Surely there's a call button. Is there no call button? The elevator. Oh, yep, here it is here. I was just blind to it. Maybe that needs to be a little bit brighter. Okay, top deck, thanks. So, positives about this ship. Cargo space. You can't go past that. Double way access. You can't go past that. Space. So much of it. Cargo storage. Heaps of it. Crew complement. You only need a maximum of 2. You can have a minimum of 1. I mean, great for single player, great for multiplayer use. Obviously, weaponry, all that sort of stuff. I don't know what these little doors and components are. Maybe they're more storage, maybe they're escape pods. Who would know? What do we have here? What do we have here? Do we have here? Something. That'll be something like, maybe it'll be a scanner or something later on in the future. So, negatives. I didn't like the way that the ship landed. I would probably like larger fuel tanks. That might be upgradable though in the future. Probably not though, because they are only size 1s.
Engines on.
Let's, there will be a button here. Ooh. Shut the doors, I'm sure of it. Have a look. What? Close exterior doors. Nope, that didn't work. Can we not close the exterior doors? There we go, look at that. Oh, that's Gucci. Bit of a snowstorm kicking up, so it's hard to see that. But that's cool. Look at the bellies close up. So that's pretty good to know. So your co-pilot whacks that button, close up, ready to go. We are clear for takeoff. Let's see how quickly she takes off. Get a bit more zoom out. F4, let's make sure I haven't scrolled all the way down. No, okay. Yeah, so negatives. I didn't like, probably the fuel size I would like a little bit more. He takes off really good. I love that the feet, the suspension feet, that's the vertical VTOL lift. Pretty good. That's another pro. Great takeoff. I may have said that already. I don't know. I'm just awestruck at how much I love this ship. Let's get landing gear up, please. Let's get the VTOL up, please. There we go. What a great ship. Any other negatives I can take out of today? I can't. At the moment, no. Until the game's more fleshed out and things get readjusted and that sort of stuff, I can't see a negative to having the C2. If you want to work towards this, it's got great cargo capacity, so it's a good multi-role ship for transporting. You can even transport people. Who would know? But it'd be great for transporting, obviously, vehicles, equipment, that sort of stuff for people. Great for as we go into space. Just a great, I think, multi-purpose ship. 2 people can crew it, 2 people can maintenance. You know, I think just really versatile. If you're looking to do, not so much a smuggling thing, but if you want to do an infiltration, you know, you can do that. You can chuck your vehicles in it, you can load cargo in it, you don't have to stress about space. It doesn't have a medical room for such a size ship, so that's not a drawback. Not a lot of ships do. You've got beds you can log out in, so you can land somewhere, you can log out beds. Yep, if you can think of some negatives or some things you don't like, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear them, because I love to have a discussion about this. Pros, it seems really quick. Cargo space, as I said. Easy to pilot, easy to maneuver. It maneuvers just as good as any other medium-sized ships, if you ask me. This is classed as a medium freighter, if you want to know that. So it's not a large freighter. Crazy on it, right? Classed as a medium. Just poke up a little bit. Look at that. That is cool. We turned the Tommy turbos on there and boosted her into space. So ladies and gents, I hope you really like this tour. I know I'm not probably as glitzy and glamoury as a lot of other people out there that do ship tours and such, but I hope I gave you a good raw taste of what it's like. A bit of the gameplay as well, of getting to the ship and so forth, and I hope you get a good understanding and like for it. Let's get this around. Oh, what a cool shot that is. Yeah, so there we are. I hope you liked the today's video anyway. Gives you a little bit of a shot. I really love this ship. Really a fan of it. As we pour through the vastness of space there at hyperspeed. Ladies and gentlemen, Hercules C2 Starlifter. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification for more dating content. We are with Oz and Aussie doing our Space Engineers playthrough at the moment and loving every part of it. We're up to building a space base. If you'd like to come and check that out, just check it out. I've been VanHam. This has been the C2 Hercules Starlifter. Hope you've enjoyed it today. Bit of Star Citizen. Stay glued to your screen, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye for now.